Okay, my friends, so in this video I will talk everything from my experience here in Salvador. For you that is not following up the channel, I'm here in Salvador, Bahia for the last days, okay, and I am from Fortaleza, another city. So I will share here my true impressions as a Brazilian, because I'm a native here, lived here over the last 37 years. And let's talk about this beautiful and amazing city, okay? I'll talk everything in the end of the video. I will do a quick positive and negative points here of Salvador, Bahia, the capital of the state of Bahia. So if you are thinking to come here to live or even to travel here and pass some days here, this guide will be very important. So first of all, let's talk about the people here in Bahia. The impression I had here in Bahia is that people is very friendly, okay? Yes, I live in Fortaleza. If you watch the videos here in the channel, you must know that people in the Northeast Brazil are generally very friendly, okay? And in Fortaleza, my city, people are very friendly, okay? But here in Salvador is a little bit different, okay? People here are even more warm and more friendly than in Fortaleza, okay? So I've been in many other cities here in the Northeast Brazil, and for sure here in Salvador is where I saw the most happy and most friendly people here in Brazil, okay? But Salvador is very special for this point of view here in the Northeast. Let's talk about now things to do here in Salvador, okay? Is there many things to do here? And the answer is yes. There is plenty of things to do here in Salvador, okay? Since a lot of parties, you have the beach, okay? I'm here in a hotel very close from the beach. I'm looking to the sea right now. The sea is right there, okay? So if you wanna live here, you will have a lot of beach and a lot of parties, okay? So this city here is ideal for those who are single and want to have fun and want to have party here, and that's it. And you not only have parties, you have museums, you have very historical place to go, okay? And in Fortaleza, my city, yes, there is a lot of historical place to go, but it's not like here. Here you have a lot more place to go, historical place, because Salvador is a very important city here in Brazil. It was the first place the Portuguese discovered when they come here to Brazil, okay? So the first fort built by the Portuguese in 1530s was built here in Salvador. So in the Northeast is the city that has the most number of historical sites to visit is here in Salvador, okay? What I think about the infrastructure here? Well, the infrastructure made me surprised, okay, because it's very nice, okay? You have huge avenues crossing all the city, okay, and linking the north to the south, and you can easily have access to the one side until the other side of the city very easily and very fast, okay? The infrastructure here really got me very surprised, okay, in the positive side. Another very nice point I would like to mention here is the location of Salvador in relation to Brazil, okay? When you're talking about Northeast Brazil, you have Fortaleza, that is the very north of the country, and Salvador is more to the south, okay? And Salvador is in the Northeast region in a location that is one of the closest to the Southeast. So if you want to go to São Paulo, if you want to go to other cities in the Northeast, I think Salvador is in a much better place in terms of location here inside Brazil than Fortaleza. Fortaleza is a little bit more isolated, okay? Despite Fortaleza is closer to United States, okay, because it's more to the north. But the distance between Salvador and Fortaleza is not very distant, okay? It's 1 hour and a half flight from Fortaleza, okay, approximately. And in terms of location, when you look to Brazil, I think Salvador is in a better location, okay, which means you have easier access to the cities I mentioned it in the northeast and in the southeast. Cheaper flights, easier access. One thing very peculiar here is that everything happens here. Is such a crowded place when you go to the coastline. If you go at night or at weekends, you see a lot of people. It's like carnival every weekend, okay? It's all kinds of people together, mixed, okay? It's quite a mess. It's too much information. Every place you look, there is people, there is something happening, there is a band playing something, okay? So if you wanna something very intense, let me say like this, if you wanna really have strong emotions, a lot of things happening, a lot of formation at the same time, okay? Here is the ideal place. It's not for people that want calm places, okay? It's really crowded. It's really a lot of mess when you go to this coastline, these touristic points. Well, let's talk about the beach. In Salvador, really the beach is, you have a lot more abundance in terms of beach, mainly inside the city, okay? Because Fortaleza have the beach, okay, but it's not the same amount of beaches you have here inside the city Salvador, okay? The coastline is a lot larger, it's a lot longer than Fortaleza, despite the coastline in Fortaleza be a lot organized, okay? It's a very well structured place with bars, everything very organized. Here Salvador, you have a much longer coastline, okay? And there is a lot of beaches here inside the city of Salvador, okay? Not only the main beach here in Barra, okay? You have more distant beaches, but all inside the city, okay? So you have more options of beaches here in the city, okay? What you must know about tourist attractions. Yes, really Salvador has a lot of tourist attractions to know, because Salvador, as I said, is one of the main cities here in Brazil, in the northeast, because the Portuguese come here first when they discovered Brazil. So it was one of the first cities in Brazil in 1530s, okay? And yeah, you have a lot of cultural place to know, okay? A lot, sure you have a lot. Since Pelourinho is an old part of the city, okay? You have Farol da Barra, that is here in Barra. It was the first lighthouse built here in Brazil in 1530s by the Portuguese. And you have a lot of museums here, okay? So if you are coming here to Salvador to travel, to like go around the city, to know all the historical sites, you would need at least 7 days, okay? Yes, at least 7 days should be very calm, okay? Not in a hurry. You go one day for a place, you go the other day to other place, okay? So at least 7 days to be here, relaxed, and time enough to know all the attractions here. One thing is very peculiar here about people is the rhythm. Really, people here in Brazil say that the Baianos, which means people that live here in Bahia, the state of Bahia, Salvador, whatever, they are more slow, they are more relaxed, and I could see this in Rio, okay, because really people here in Salvador, looking for them, I noticed that they really are a lot more relaxed here, okay, than in Fortaleza. In Fortaleza, many times people are in a hurry. Here people are very relaxed. There's something that happened with me yesterday when I was riding the bike in the coastline, okay? I rent a bike here, it's very cheap, okay? I rent the bike and go to the coastline, and when I was going to put back the bike, what happens? This station was broken, okay? And the stations for bikes are very far away. So that station was broken, and there was 3 or 4 guys there, and oh yeah, I'm gonna wait here, and the sun was very hot. Man, I was very in trouble with this so hot, and once you call somebody to fix the station, and oh, I wait here, I'm here in half an hour, and the sun, I'm always being fried by the sun. So I ride the bike to another station so far away, and the other station was broken too. And in the end of the day, I was like 2 hours waiting for some people taking off the bike to put my bike in this place. A lot of places in this station were broken, and there was a line of cyclists waiting for change the bike. And I asked for them, don't you have the phone number of this company to fix this, because it's been 2 hours I'm here, and no, they don't answer, everything's okay. So they are like this, relaxed. I didn't understand how they can be so, okay for everything, okay. So it's like this here. Let's talk about the cost of living. How much costs living here, okay? Well, the costs here are very similar to Fortaleza, okay? Let's focus here on the rent. That is the major expense, monthly expense, okay? It's not very expensive as I thought, okay? Actually, it's approximately the same you would pay in Fortaleza, even a little bit cheaper, okay? Here in Barra, that's one of the most expensive neighborhoods here in Salvador. You can rent a flat for 1 or 2 persons. Okay, here very nice flats and look to the sea, very nice here in Barra, one of the best places to live here in Salvador, by approximately $690, okay? You can find even cheaper, okay, here in Barra, okay? You can find by $500, $600, and if you go outside here, Barra, you can find rent even cheaper than that, for $500, $400, okay? But I think the economy doesn't worth it, okay? Save the $100, because Barra here is so nice neighborhood that is almost perfect. You have everything here for just $100 or $150. I don't know if it's worth the price to go live in another neighborhood, okay? And the other expenses like food, like electricity, things like this, going to leisure, I could add an extra $500 if you want a cheap life, okay, without a lot of luxury, or I can add more $1,000 or $1,500 for one person, okay? If you want a really comfortable life, I would say you would add $1,000 more per month, okay? At the end, you have like $1,500 per month, and $2,000 per month. You would have a very, very, very comfortable life here in Salvador. Now let's talk about the crime rates here. What I saw in the street, did I feel unsafe? And the answer is yes, okay? Here in Barra, I didn't feel so unsafe. Okay, then I walk in the streets, I feel very safe. But I went to another neighborhood, a low-income neighborhood, to visit, okay, much farther than this location I am, and I felt very unsafe, okay? More unsafe that I would feel in Fortaleza, okay? Here you see the low-income regions, really, really low, that we call favelas. You see like in mountains, okay, because it's here Salvador is not flat, it has a lot of mountains, and on the top of these mountains you have these favelas. Can be gangs fight between two favelas, let me say like this, can be a little bit dangerous, okay? But here in Barra, I don't see a lot of danger here. And I think if you live only here in Barra, majorly here, and stay here and don't go to this place, more dangerous place, we will not have problem. The majority of crimes that happen in Salvador and other cities are between gangs, okay? Are not directly related to normal people, let me say like this, okay? Click in this video to discover the best cities to live here in Brazil. In my opinion, I do a very good analysis Okay, a lot of people here in the channel are liking this video. It's one of the best videos in the channel, so click this video and watch right now. Sure that you will like a lot. Okay, so thank you and see you in the next video. Bye bye.